Hey everyone, it's Ian here from Coastal Drone. At UAV Expo 2025, I checked out ArcSky, a company building modular hybrid drones designed for endurance and versatility. Their flagship, the X55, can fly for up to 3 hours on a hybrid module while still carrying a pretty serious payload. What makes it stand out, of course, is its flexibility. Operators can swap between a hybrid module for long endurance or a battery module for heavier payloads, all on the same airframe. That adaptability opens doors for missions like mapping, LiDAR surveys, and inspection, where requirements are going to shift from job to job. And from our perspective up here in Canada, that really matters. Transport Canada is expanding beyond line of sight in advanced operations, so drones like this will give operators options without needing separate fleets. One platform, multiple mission profiles. We also touched on redundancy and safety features, smart design choices, and price points that make the X55 competitive with other commercial hybrid drones. So this is another example of how endurance and adaptability are driving the next wave of drone technology. Let's jump into my conversation with ArcSky. All right, we're here with ArcSky, and I've got Jaden here, and Jaden's gonna talk about their hybrid drone. Take it away, man.
Hi, so I'm Jaden. I'm from ArcSky. I'm one of the technical specialists in charge of production and assembly of these drones. So what we have here is actually the X55 with the hybrid module on top of it. So this drone is actually a modular drone where it's not just gas or electric.
Okay.
You can do one or the other. So right now this is the hybrid module. It does about 3 hours of flight time with no payload, but this cool magic trick it has. Just undo these couple of clips and you can take this off. Now you don't have to use the hybrid anymore. Now you can use, right over here, our battery module. The battery module lets you put on a couple of batteries and fly them around. It's much lighter and lets you use a much heavier payload.
So as it is right now with the hybrid module, what was the endurance time that it can do?
Approximately 3 hours without a payload.
3 hours without a payload. Is that, so no camera payload, no sensor module?
No camera, sensors, anything.
Okay.
Now, once you add in a payload, our maximum size on the hybrid is about 8 pounds.
Okay.
You get maybe about an hour and a half flight time, hour or so, give or take.
Still an order of magnitude better than other drones on the market.
Yeah. So the cool thing is when you remove the hybrid, you trade off weight for time for weight.
Right.
So you can get the battery module and get the payload limit up to 17 pounds.
17 pounds.
So we can handle much larger payloads. So over there we have another X55 with a massive LiDAR system on it, which this sadly wouldn't be able to carry with the hybrid, but if you're running batteries, you could carry it all there.
Wow. So all said and done, what is the total system weight of this? Like what's its maximum
It's
weight?
always going to be under 55 pounds.
55 pounds.
So here in America, you can always fly it under a Part 107 license.
Okay, so standard license. Now, if you were able to increase the weight limit with a waiver, does it have any additional capability, or is that kind of...
The way we designed it is that it's always going to stay under that 55.
Okay.
So it's always hitting like right on that mark. So even fully bogged down, full payload, full everything, you'll always hit under that mark.
So you got that power
So
reserve.
you'll end up running out of actual power of the drone before you get over that weight limit.
Okay, cool.
So those hard limits are actually more for safety than the actual and limitations of the drone than just to stay within a thing as how we designed it.
Okay, so good thing you bring up safety. What about redundancy? So you've got the gas engine on the back here. What happens if that dies?
So let's say you run out of fuel or something happens and this stops running. We actually have a battery on the inside of this, hence the name hybrid module, not just gas engine. The hybrid basically lets you get about 3-4 minutes flight time so you can safely bring it home or emergency land so that it doesn't just fall out of the sky.
Yeah, from like 400 feet, that's going to be more than enough time to get it down.
Yeah. So you want to 4 or 5 minutes, get it back, land it, figure out what's going on with this. Normally, you just ran out of fuel, fill it back up, you're good to go.
Now, I noticed like you latch this down, but I see plugs on the side here. Do you have to do additional cables or?
So plugging it in, right now it's just latched on, but technically it's not powering it or doing anything.
Right.
We have a main power cable that just basically bridges these two and actually sends off communications from this to the drone.
Right.
And that's the same for the actual battery module as well.
Okay. So it could be like an emergency pull as well, or?
Yeah, so we have a handful of different ways to emergency stop this, mainly on the controller. It's like, similar to the DJI drones, the way and that kills the engines. but we have an ohm switch on the side so that when you go up to it, it's like a pre-ohm, then you can go away, then ohm it with the controller, then you can fly. When you land, it automatically dis-ohms and kills the drone, so then you have to re-ohm it again. It also has the main power cable, so you can pull that out as well.
So I noticed there's a pull start cable in here. Is it a self-starting unit as well, or?
So, sadly, it's not a self-starting. This is actually a slightly older model, so it doesn't have a new way of starting them.
Okay.
But you can pull start it. But normally we actually have a special starting tool that basically slots into here
Okay, cool.
and spins it at a high RPM and kicks it off.
Yeah, an RC style.
Yeah.
That's cool. What's this bell over here?
So because this is just a two-stroke, this is actually its exhaust.
Oh, okay.
So it's almost like a tune pipe on like a
Yeah,
mic kind of
yeah.
thing. So it definitely doesn't bring down the volume too much, but it does help. But imagine a weed whacker at full bore in the air is a very similar concept. Sadly, that's just the limitations of a two-stroke.
Okay, so, sorry, 2.5 hours, did you say?
3 hours, no payload.
Right. So with, what's this? This is a photogrammetry medium format, right?
Right now, we have a phase 1 camera on it for doing like inspection work. But we work with all sorts of different payload manufacturers all over the country, where we do LiDAR, inspection cameras, mapping cameras, you name it. We have probably a payload that we can integrate and work with it. And that goes for both these guys and then our smaller guys over there that we just launched.
Okay. Yeah, let's talk about the smaller stuff. This is really cool. Does this have like a target price range that you look
Yes,
for?
so I can actually just straight up say the prices that we do on these.
Yeah.
So without the hybrid, for just the battery module with batteries, you're looking at approximately $25,000.
Okay.
Now with the hybrid does come with batteries as it's a whole bundle,
Yeah.
and it ends up being about $40,000.
40,000 US.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
So this is about a $15,000 to $16,000 extra for just this unit alone.
Now, with the hybrid module, is there a cycle limit or a runtime limit for the engine, or?
To an extent, yes. Just like any other engine or especially two-strokes, you do have maintenance cycles on it.
Yeah.
I don't remember the numbers off the top of my head, sadly, but like I'm gonna just give example numbers. Around 50 hours, you do like a first service of like the spark plug or filters,
yeah.
that sort of thing. Around 100 hours, you send it in. We'll swap out the core for you. You know, normal two-stroke maintenance.
Cool. Well, and it's interesting because like other drone manufacturers out there have like a 200 to 500 cycle limit on their batteries, so you are depreciating your power supply, whereas this, yeah, you've got a life limit to it, but it doesn't sound unreasonable.
Yeah, and it's like any other engine, you know, if you put hundreds of thousands of hours on it, you should probably get it fixed. But yeah, and we talk about that whenever you purchase the unit, and we work with you on it. With our location being in Austin, Texas, a lot of our buyers are in America, and we're a very central location. So a lot of people just ship it to us, we get it fixed up in a day or two and send it back out, and you're back in the air, good to go.
Cool. Well, Jaden, let's talk about the smaller stuff here, because this is cool as well.
So this guy actually just came out last week on Friday.
Oh, cool.
We're actually not even shipping them yet.
This is called a VO?
This is the Explorer.
Explorer, okay.
So we actually just had another unit right here, but they're about to go show it off on stage.
Oh, right.
Sadly, that's not here anymore. But this is actually the prototype version, so it's missing some of the stickers and some of the cool batteries, but should still get the point across for what this unit is.
Yeah, so I see like a dual battery system.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this unit is going to be basically the baby brother to the X55.
Okay.
We're not shipping them just yet. We're planning on shipping them hopefully around end of December / early July. But this guy's going to have about a 45-minute flight time on our new Smart batteries.
Wow.
We have a BMS system, so we can actually hot swap them, which is awesome.
Yep.
And then also charging is a lot easier. You just slide it in, charge it, good to go. So this guy has a little bit lower of a maximum payload of about 4.5 pounds.
That's still quite a bit.
But that holds still a lot of these medium-sized payloads. I mean, you cut down your flight time if you have 4.5 pounds worth of payload on here, but you're still going to get, with a full payload, 35 minutes, which with the hot swappable batteries, you have a couple extra sets. You can fly all day and charge them up in the time that you're flying in the air.
Okay. So software, I noticed HereLink GPS is on that guy there.
Yes.
Is it an open system or is it a proprietary stack for the flight control, or?
So it is a mix. So we're using our own custom motherboard / carrier boards and power delivery systems, but we are using semi-off-the-shelf components like the flight controller and our GPS units and such.
So compatibility with like control software like UGCS or something would be?
So we actually work with UGCS, Q Ground Control, OG Pilot. It's all integrated and works flawlessly on this system.
Cool. Okay, so in Canada we have something called a Safety Assurance Declaration. And basically what that allows is flight up to 5 meters away from people. Anything closer than 30 meters or 100 feet away, we'd have to have some sort of obstacle detection system. Do you have any vision-based or anything on this?
So that is actually something we're doing new for this guy.
Okay.
It will actually have collision avoidance up on the front here.
Okay.
And we have arrangement on the back for terrain following / collision.
Oh, is
avoidance
that
going
sensor
down.
there?
So it's
Oh,
it's
down
at
on the bottom. Okay.
And then on the front here, it's that sensor right below the actual FPV camera.
Okay, yeah.
And that is all going to come standard. You don't have to buy that extra. On the X55, we do have an option to have collision avoidance,
Right.
but it's an accessory to the main unit, same with the FPV or the terrain fall.
Yeah, because it's probably less of a concern in these usual environments.
You're not normally getting close to stuff with that.
Right. Okay. What is there like a? Can this work in GPS denied environments, or what's its?
It is an OTK system,
Okay.
But the flight controller can help take control for
Accelerometer based.
Yes,
Okay.
so it becomes a little bit less precise, but it's still enough to get most missions done.
That's
and then
cool.
if you have like a ground control station, or I can't remember what they're exactly called off the top of my head, an OTK pole,
Yeah.
you'll be fine.
Cool. What do you have a price point for this announced?
Yeah,
Or?
so kind of. We have a ballpark approximation for this guy. We're looking at, for a standard kit, so I believe that would be case, a single set of batteries controlled just to get you up in the air, approximately $16,000.
Okay. And so that's basically a turnkey system, though, aside
Yes.
from the sensor, right?
Even with the sensors.
Oh,
Everything on this, 16K.
Oh, sorry, for a payload.
Minus payload.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then payload compatibility. That's a Gremsy.
Right
gimbal?
now we have a Gremsy on there, but
Yep.
we are working with a handful of different manufacturers to have LiDAR options available, mapping options available, inspection options available, all of the above.
What's the port called for this system? Like, is it?
That actually escapes me. I don't fully
It's not.
remember.
Is like as a standard or?
It is a standard port that like most of these communicate based on.
Okay.
It's not a proprietary port. I don't remember its exact name.
Sure,
That
but
is
it's an
something that
open
other
standard.
guys know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not as familiar when it comes to like I know Skyport and
Yeah.
like, pretty narrow experience. This is really cool to see
Yeah,
this kind of stuff.
We try and use very standard parts and standard everything so that people can actually use more open things. You know, if let's say you already own one of these LiDAR systems, we're not going to force you to buy one of our ones with our proprietary whatever. It's
Right.
all the same. Just bring it, use it, we're good to go. Same
Cool.
with on the large X55.
Well, Jaden, I really appreciate your time.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. This is pretty awesome stuff you've got here, and you can check out more on ArcSky's website. So check it out there.
So thanks for watching this episode of our UAV Expo 2025 interview series here on Coastal Drone. If you want to catch the rest of the series, check out the full playlist linked below. And of course, don't forget to hit subscribe for more Canadian drone insight, training, and news. And we'll see you in the next one.